Welcome to the Solar Line Business Babes podcast. My name is Susan Francis and I'm a mindset manifestation expert, business coach and mentor helping women quantum leap their business success and make the seemingly impossible a reality. And if you're here, you've been called here for a reason. You know within your soul that you are capable of so much more, and I'm here to help you unlock your full potential and manifest your dream life and business. It is my mission to empower female entrepreneurs to connect back to their soul, to their true calling, and to create a business from a place of alignment and purpose. So if you're struggling with hard work and force in your business, then get ready to let go of everything you think you know. It's time to forget all the stress, all the strategies, all the hustle, and instead unlock the secret to manifesting your next level of abundance. Join me as I deep dive into creating a business that flows, teach you how to trust your intuition, create a mindset of abundance, experience more joy, and to learn how to become magnetic to the money and success you desire. I have a down-to-earth, strictly no BS approach and make the woo-woo seem logical and actionable. I know that the knowledge, tools, and insights I share will change your life and the way you approach your business forever. And I'm excited to help you expand. Let's get started. Welcome, beautiful people. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Today on this episode, we are talking about taking a quantum leap in your business. Taking a quantum leap. Quantum leaps are available to you right now. Right now. So first, let's just talk about what is a quantum leap, right? A quantum leap is really simply advancing quickly, taking a massive jump in income, in impact, taking a massive advance, a massive jump in your business, right? So rather than doing things slowly, doing things incrementally, it's taking big jumps. So for me, that meant going from literally $0, $500 months to going to $15,000 months in 60 days, right? That's a quantum leap. That is creating a new normal of reality. Now, you might think, you might have big dreams and desires. So I really want to break down how to take a quantum leap, right? How to take a quantum leap and how it's available for you too. Right now. So get excited, right? So you might think you have more work to do. You might have these big goals. And you often, when I speak to a lot of, relatively new entrepreneurs or coaches, they talk about, well, look, in 12 months' time, because I always talk about vision, right? It's always one of the first things I talk about. Where do you want to be 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? What's your vision? Or 3 years, right? In 3 years' time, where do you want to be? You need to know where you want to go. That's got to be clear, right? You have to have a path. That doesn't mean that you can't change that, but you need to have a point to point towards. You need to have an object to point towards. You need to have a goal to focus on to take you on this journey of life, right? If you have no point, no focus, then you will just be easily pulled and led into many different directions, right? So you need to know where you want to go. So, but often when I talk to new entrepreneurs or coaches, I'll sort of say to them, where do you want to be, especially if they're just starting out, where do you want to be in 12 months' time or 3 years' time? And this ultimate goal for a lot of newbie coaches seems to be this $10,000 a month mark, right? That 10K a month, that seems to be like the benchmark, or a 6-figure income. That seems to be the first benchmark that they want to hit. But for most people, they see that as being maybe in 12 months' time, or maybe in 3 months' time. They put that out into the future, right? And here's the thing. It's because that they think they have more work to do. They believe that they have more work to do to be worthy or enough, or to have the skills to create that now, right? So if you're telling yourself a story that you couldn't do that now, that you couldn't take such a big leap, you've probably got some of these active stories. You might have some of these stories like, perhaps you think you're not ready. Perhaps you think you're new. And so you're just not ready to create that sort of income. Or perhaps you think you need to learn more, right? You feel like you need to learn more strategies, more marketing. You need to learn more about how business works. Or maybe you think you need more experience. You're like, well, I'm just brand new, so how could I possibly make that income? I just need more experience before I could charge more. All of these things. The truth is, if you have a desire, you have everything inside you right now to create it, right? You have everything inside you right now to create it. It's about connecting back to your soul. It's really about connecting back to your truth. Because here's the thing, society has conditioned us to believe that we're not enough, right? That everything is a competition and we're not enough as we are right now. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay. So from when we first go to school, we're made to compete with each other, in grades, in sport, we're made to compete with each other. And so what this does is it starts very young at this really, this competition. It starts with this competition. I'm comparing myself to you and you're better than me because, or I'm better than you because. And at school, it's with grades or with sports, like who wins, right? If you're doing like a sports day, who wins the race? It's always about that competition. One person's better than the other. If you think about the media, social media especially, we're made to feel not enough in our appearance. There's all these beautiful slim models, they're all airbrushed, they're all perfect, and we're made to feel not enough. And not just with our appearance, even with our clothing, with marketing, with advertising, it's all about you're not enough right now. I mean, this isn't the exact language they use, but this is the underlying message. You're not enough right now, but when you buy our product, or when you look like this person, you will be more, right? So you need this latest fashion range because, you will then be in fashion, or you need this sports car because then you'll be keeping up with the Joneses, whatever it is. It's all about once you attain this thing outside of you, perfect body, latest clothing, newest car, whatever it is, latest phone, or whatever it is, when you acquire this newest, latest thing, then you will be enough, right? But the problem with that is, of course, there's always the next thing, okay? And there's also a lot of marketing gurus out there or coaches out there that you might have been tuning into that are preaching the skills you need to learn, right? So to blow up your business, you need to learn my organic marketing skills. To blow up your business, you need to have my sales strategies and master how to do sales calls. To blow up your business, you need to learn how to build this incredible funnel and do webinars. There's always a guru preaching that you need new skills you need to learn new skills in order to expand. Or maybe it's personal development books telling you that you're broken, right? Telling you that you're broken, you've got too many limiting beliefs and you need to fix them. I certainly know when I dived into the world of personal development, it actually made me feel more broken because I started to realize what all my limitations were. And the one thing I'll say about limiting beliefs just briefly or just quickly, any limiting beliefs or anything you feel like is a block, it is literally just a story. It is just a story, and you can choose to activate a new one. You are not broken, and you do not need fixing, okay? You do not need fixing. So yes, our core beliefs are developed when we're young, and they're imprinted at a deep level, but your active stories on a daily basis, you can choose those. You can choose what you activate, right? So if you're not feeling worthy enough, there's another story that you could activate that would activate a story of worthiness within you. Okay. So what I want you to get is that all these ways that society has conditioned us to believe that we're not enough, they're all bullshit, right? They're all bullshit. You can choose to expand your business right now when you choose to leave behind all of those stories, right? When you choose to leave them all behind. So most people grow their businesses slowly or they get stuck because they think that that is all that's available to them. Right? They think that's all that's available to them. So let me ask, would you like to take a leap in your business, right? Would you like to take a leap in your business? Would you love to be earning, whether that's 5K, 10K, 20K, 100K months, whatever it is for you, depending on where you're at, maybe it's more, whatever it is for you, would you like to take a huge leap in what you're doing, what you're creating right now? So let me ask you another question. Why don't you just decide that that's what you're going to do? Why don't you just make that decision that that's what you're going to do? Because this is a thing. We create our reality with our thoughts and emotions. If you have the desire, then it's available to you. The only thing missing is your ability to line up with it and believe it. The only thing missing is to believe in yourself, to choose to tell a new story, right? There is always another story available to you. Like, let's say you're a new coach, you're starting out and you're at sort of like 1K, 2K months, and you're wanting to get to 10K, and you think in your mind, in 12 months, I hope I can get there. Why don't you get there next month? Why don't you get there next month? Why don't you decide that's going to be your reality next month? Because you choose what you create, and whatever you're in an energetic match to will come into your reality. So the secret for making something seemingly unrealistic, right? And by unrealistic, I just mean a quantum leap, because most people don't think that they can go from a 2K month to a 10K month. But the secret for making something seemingly unrealistic possible is to make that unrealistic goal seem like normal, right? You make that new story seem like your new normal, right? There's a lot of talk about new normal at the moment. Make that seem like your new normal. So taking a quantum leap is just because you've been able to align with another level, right? Once you align with another level, it will be yours. See, the problem is most people think too small. Most people think, okay, I'll just grow I'll just grow slowly. I'll get to 1K, 2K, then I'll move to 3K, then I'll move to 5K. Because they base their thoughts and their beliefs on their past experiences. And they believe that nothing new is really possible for them, right? Most people are trapped by their limitations. I've tried so hard in the past, things didn't work out. I've been at this for 6 months and I've really not gotten anywhere, and I just got a couple of clients, but there's just how could I possibly get to 10K overnight from, say, 2K, right? They believe that if they haven't made more than, say, 2K in a month, how could they possibly get to that next level? It doesn't seem possible. And that is precisely why it's not possible for them. It is just your belief in making that happen. You see, taking a quantum leap is honestly just a small tweak in your belief. That is all it is. It's not about learning new strategies. It's not about learning new skills. It's a tweak in your belief in what is possible for you, right? So like I said, when I shifted, I'd spent 6 to 8 months doing anywhere from $0 to maybe about $1,200 months. That was about the biggest I ever did. And many, many months were $0. Okay, maybe there was a $500 month. But I was struggling, right? I was struggling and I was showing up for my business. I'd been all in. I thought I was showing up fully. I was certainly taking a lot of action. I was, so I started a coaching business. I was writing a lot of posts. I'd started a group. I was doing lives. I was doing live trainings. I did little 5-day workshops. I was doing all these different things. I'd signed up to courses. I was learning all these different marketing strategies, and nothing was really working. And then what happened? What happened was I finally invested in the right coach. That was the big shift for me. And I finally unlocked the power of energy, the power of belief, the power of being able to understand what my focus had been and shift my reality. Because here's the thing, you will always receive in your life what you're a match to. So if you're only a match to, I need to struggle and I need to slowly incrementally grow from 1K to 2K to 3K, and it's going to be hard work to get there, then that is what shows up for you, right? That is what shows up for you. But when you start to release some of those things, go, hang on, well, why can't I make 10K next month? I can make 10K next month. And you activate all the stories about why you can believe. So for me, I hadn't signed a lot of clients up until that point, but I focused on things like, well, I have signed clients in the past, not many, but a few. All the people I'd worked with, right, had positive results. I'd helped them shift forward. I connected to my offer that I loved, right? So I created a new offer, a new coaching offer, which I loved. And I was excited by that. I connected and I tuned into how I could help serve others, how I could change their life. I decided to activate the stories that women need this. People need this now. I can help shift people's lives now. And I started to activate the energy of knowing that I could sign clients, that I'd signed them before. There was no reason that I couldn't sign more now. I got excited about what I was offering. I got excited about how I could change people's lives. And I released any resistance, right? I released any resistance that said that I couldn't take that next jump. So for me, that first month that I really tuned into this was a 5K month. The next month was a 15K month, because I made that seem normal, right? I made that seem normal. You know, it's about understanding and releasing any resistance or blocks, which are just those stories that you're telling yourself about why you can't have it. You know, so when you think about what you want to create, you know, what do you believe about that happening? So I'm just going to use 10K because it's a round number. Let's say you're a new coach and you're at 2K or, you know, 1K, 2K, or struggling to make some sales. Why can't next month be a 10K month? Right? Why can't next month be a 10K month? Listen to those doubts, listen to those worries, listen to those fears. Just stop for a minute and ask yourself, you know, what are they? What are all those doubts, fears, worries? They are your resistance. Really listen to them, because they are your blocks. That is what is holding you back, and they are not the truth of who you are. Now, for any of you that have been, you know, into the law of attraction for a while, or even if you're brand new, I'll just go over this, right? How you feel matters. How you feel matters. So when you are thinking about something, if you feel bad about it, that is because your thoughts are literally going against how your inner being or your soul or your higher self feels about it, whatever you want. I kind of interchangeably use those words, whatever you want to call it, right? So when you think about your business and you think, oh, I can't get to 10K because of blah, 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 blah story, right? Insert whatever story. You feel bad, right? You feel bad. And it's because those thoughts you're thinking go against what your inner being or your higher self knows to be true for you. When you think about a goal, if you feel good about it, if you feel excited about it, if you're telling yourself, yes, of course I can do this, and you're feeling good, it's because you are in alignment with what your inner being or your higher self knows to be true about you too, right? So having a quantum leap is just your ability to make a big step seem normal. And the way to do that is to uncover the resistance that you're holding on to, which is blocking you. And I promise you, any of the stories you're telling yourself that I need to build a website, I need to expand my following, I don't know, whatever those stories are, they are all bullshit. They are all bullshit. Okay, I hadn't finished my website when I got to 15K months, right? I sort of had a bit of a landing page that I put together myself. I hadn't finished a website of any, you know, and I'm still working on it, to be honest. So I just want you to get that you don't have to be perfect. Those stories you're telling yourself, oh, I really need to build a website. I need to just build a group first. And I just need to keep, you know, like build that to a certain number before I can start signing clients. All those things are just stories. They're just stories that you're telling yourself that are keeping you limited. So the secret for your quantum expansion is just lining up with a new goal. Realize that whatever story that you're telling yourself about why you can't have it, it is just a story. It is not the truth. I don't care what happened yesterday, what happened last week, what happened last year. Your past does not define your future unless you choose to focus on it, right? The only reason that people grow slowly, that people keep repeating the past, is because they focus their energy there. They tell themselves limiting stories. Right? Most people on this planet, right, are not deliberate creators. Most people on this planet are sheep, for lack of a better word. The masses, a lot of people are full of limitation. They're full of a lot of scarcity. They look at, what does the average person do? Well, the average person only does this, so that's sort of all that's available to me. They compare themselves to others. They tell themselves limiting stories based on what their friend did, what their mum did, what whoever else did around them. Like I shared with you in the last episode, like my business has exploded during the pandemic. Now, my business is not the only business that's exploded during the pandemic. There are other businesses that have exploded during the pandemic too. Lots of businesses have gone under, right? So I just want you to get that you really, really create your own reality. And look, there are many people that when I decided to go onto this entrepreneurial journey, many of the people close to me didn't get it. They thought I was a bit crazy. They didn't really get what I was going on about. They didn't see the vision that I saw. And I have always had a big vision, even though I had struggled up until relatively recently to achieve it. I always had a big vision. What I didn't understand was that I was actually focusing my energy on the lack of my vision coming, the lack of my goals appearing, the lack of clients appearing, how hard it was. I was focusing my energy on what wasn't happening and not on what I wanted. And that's the biggest shift, right? You clean up the stories. Set yourself a goal. So if you want to take a quantum leap right now, here are the easy steps, right? Here are the simple steps. Set yourself a goal. Now, nothing like ridiculously crazy that you can't get behind. Because here's the thing, you've got to believe it to make it happen. So if you're at a 2K month and you feel that a 5K month is a jump that you could get behind, then do that. Because remember that you can expand it again the next month, right? If you're at 2K and you're like, I'm going to make 50K this month, now it is possible. It is totally possible. But if you can't get your belief behind it, then don't try and line up with something that you cannot get behind. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And also realize that if you set yourself a goal for the month and you hit it by the 5th of the month or the 10th of the month, then you can expand that goal, right? And that's often how I have grown my business too. I don't always set a big financial goal at the start of the month. I often line up with how many clients I want to help, right? I bring it back to the people. How many clients do I want to help this month? Or how many new clients do I want to help this week, right? And that's often how I set, how I look at my alignment and what I line up with. But just realize that taking a big leap is available to you when you choose to let go of all of the stories. Stop listening to people that limit you. Stop listening to people that tell you why you can't have it, right? Realize that you do not need to learn another thing. You don't need to build a website or you don't need to build a fancy funnel. You can show up and you can expand your business. You can take a quantum leap right now. Because here's how it works. When you line up with it, when you believe it, when you're excited because it's coming, when you know at a soul level it is coming, the universe shows up to meet you. You vibrate on that same wavelength and you are sent, like I said, ideas, inspiration, synchronicities, things happen to guide you to that. So I'm just going to share quickly how I signed one client a couple of months ago. So I have a website built on the Kajabi platform, and I'm in a Facebook group that's, to just support people that have that platform. I was scrolling through my Facebook notifications and I accidentally clicked on a post that took me into that group. Like I didn't mean to click on it, right? I never go into the group really, and I didn't mean to click on it. But when I clicked into this group, like I said, accidentally, and the group's really about supporting people that have this website platform. So a lot of the talk is about how to do this, how to do that, how to create your course, how to build a funnel, about Facebook ads, things like that. And I saw this post, clicked in there, immediately saw this post from this woman who was saying, I'm currently doing between $10,000 and $20,000 months. I have Facebook ads, I've got a funnel, and I just can't work out how to get consistency and how to keep growing my business. Now, I immediately I was aligned, I was really aligned with my business, right? I was really aligned with calling in new clients. And I immediately had this thought, write a comment about being in vibrational alignment and everything's energy. And then literally a split second later, I had another thought, don't be silly, people will think you're crazy, okay? She's asking about funnels and ads and things like that. But because I was tuned in, I was aligned, and I'm tuned in to trusting my intuition, I stopped myself, went, hang on. I was given that thought for a reason. I was given that idea to write that comment about vibrational alignment and energy for a reason. Why wouldn't I write that? The only reason is because my ego is getting in the way, and my ego is scared that some people might think I'm crazy and make fun of me, right? So I kind of talked to that part of me. I was like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? A few strangers on the internet think I'm crazy, right? That's going to be part of my expansion. A few strangers on the internet are going to think I'm crazy, and I've got to be okay with that. So I wrote the comment, totally resonated with her. She reached out. We got on a call. She became a client. Now, I just want you to get that I never could have strategically made that happen. I was guided there. I accidentally clicked on a link that took me to a group that I never go into. I read this woman's post that was not about anything I coach on. It was about Facebook ads and funnels, but I was inspired to write a post about vibrational alignment or a comment about vibrational alignment and everything being energy. Totally resonated with her. She became a client. Right? And she just had a 30K month, which is super exciting. So what I want you to get is that you will be guided. It's your belief that comes first. You line up with your goal, right? No matter how big, you line up with it. You believe it's possible for you, that you activate the energy of knowing that it's already done, and the universe will guide you. Your higher self will guide you. You will receive little intuitive hits and inspiration that will guide you there. Synchronicities will happen, right? Quantum leaps are available to you. There is nothing else you need to do. Don't let anyone tell you that there's all these boxes you've got to tick before you can do it. If you've got the desire to help people, to serve people, if you've got a business right now and an offer that you love, you can take a quantum leap in your business. I promise. It is available to you now. It's just waiting for you to show up and claim it. The only question is, are you ready, right? Are you ready for your quantum leap? I hope so. Now, for those of you that are truly ready to expand, I am so excited that I've got a Quantum Expansion Group Mastermind launching in a couple of weeks. It starts on the 7th of September. It's a group program for ambitious, driven women ready to take responsibility and totally up-level their business. We go deep into alignment, deep into law of attraction, deep into some mindset work. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail now, but it will change your business for good, right? It will help you to become magnetic and to truly explode and reach those new levels that you want to reach. So if you're interested in taking a deeper look at this, go to my website, susanfrancis.com.au/group-coaching. That's susanfrancis.com.au/group-coaching. I will also put it in the show notes and take a closer look. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you loved what you heard here and are excited for your expansion. If it resonated with you, then please screenshot this podcast and share it with your friends. And hashtag Soul Aligned Business Babes. And please rate and review so I can spread the word and keep bringing you more goodness. If you're not already following me on social media, come and join the party for extra inspiration and teachings. I do live trainings in my Facebook group, which you can join at facebook.com/groups/soulaligned.bb. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Susan Francis, or come to my website at susanfrancis.com.au and download your free manifestation meditation and check out what programs I'm currently offering. I'm so excited you joined me here today and can't wait to share the next episode with you. Until then, remember you are powerful beyond measure and your success is inevitable.